If you see the word mold on your home inspection report, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Mold is one of those words that can kill a deal faster than termites. But the truth is, most of the time, it's manageable. Hey, it's Inspector Q with Pro Inspect Solutions. If you're a home buyer and you just got your inspection report back and you're seeing the word microbial growth or possible mold, it might feel like a red flag waving in your face. I get it. Mold sounds scary, but before you start drafting of a termination letter, let's break down what it really means. Why is it showing up and what you can do to move forward confidently in the home buying process. Let's start with a little context. Mold has been around as long as homes have. It's a natural part of our environment, and mold spores are literally in the air when we breathe every day, indoors and out. What causes concern is when those mold spores find moisture, settle in, and start to grow in areas they shouldn't, like behind drywall, inside HVAC systems, or around leaking plumbing. In the 1990s and the early 2000s, mold made headlines with lawsuits and health scares, especially with toxic black mold, which everybody knows now. That's when home buyers started treating any mention of mold like a deal breaker. But here's the thing, not all mold is dangerous and not all microbial growth is actually mold. So why do we care? Because some types of mold can trigger allergic reactions, asthma, and respiratory issues, especially for kids and elderly individuals or people with weakened immune systems. Mold can also point to bigger problems like water intrusion or poor ventilation, which can lead to wood rot or long-term structural damage. Now, here's an analogy for you. Think of mold like weeds in a garden. If you ignore them, they'll take over. But if you catch them early and put them out at the root, you're in control. The issue isn't just about mold, you see, it's about the moisture that's feeding it. Here's where buyers get tripped up. Not everything that looks like mold is mold. Sometimes it's dust, mildew, or staining from an old leak that's already been repaired. Inspectors are not mold testers unless they're licensed to perform air sampling or surface swabs. What we do is identify possible microbial growth and recommend further evaluation. Also, Florida homes, especially in humid or coastal areas, are more prone to things of these findings. That doesn't mean that the house is broken. It means it needs to be addressed like any other maintenance issue or item. So what should you do if mold or microbial growth shows up in your home inspection report? Step number 1, stay calm. Ask your inspector, where's the issue located and how widespread it appears to be. Or step 2, get confirmation. Hire a certified mold assessor if needed. They'll perform testing to confirm it's mold, what type it is, and how concentrated the mold spores are. Step number 3, identify the source. Mold is almost always a sign of moisture. That could be a leaking roof, unsealed windows, clogged AC drain line, or poor bathroom ventilation. Fixing the source is just as important as cleaning up the mold. Step 4, get a remediation plan. If remediation is needed, get a licensed contractor to provide a scope of work and a clearance test once it's done. You don't always have to walk away. In fact, this could be a negotiation opportunity. You may be able to request repairs, a closing credit, or a price reduction. Here's my rule of thumb. If the mold is isolated and the cause is fixable, it's not a deal breaker. If it's a widespread and tied to major issues like foundation cracks or roof failure, then it might be worth reconsidering. So don't let a little mold scare you away from a good home. Think of it as a sign that the house needs a little TLC, and you're the smart one, enough to catch it early. You've got tools, professionals, and negotiation power on your side. If you've ever had to deal with mold in a home, drop your experience in the comments below. And if you're buying a house in Florida, check out my next video on how to handle roof defects without killing your contract. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. It's your best tool as a buyer. See you on the next video.